Behold, the former things are come to pass, and new things do I declare. Before they spring forth, I tell you of them. Alright, first and foremost, I want to start this video off by saying Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shah, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shah, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shah, Bahasham Yahweh Shah, Yahweh Rakakodash. I want to give salutations to the hopeful elect and double honors to the elders who rule well, you know, and to all the brothers that's teaching this truth and pushing this truth, you know, day in, day out, week in, week out, month in, month out, you know, year in, year out, in season, out of season. You know, just want to say a sincere shalom to you, shalom to you, all right? So as you can see, we're going to go ahead and get to this thing. As you can see, on the left, we have our article, which was written June 23rd, 2019. Heads up, this will, FYI, this will be a follow-up to the previous video I did by the Spirit. If you haven't seen it, you should go check it out. Basically getting to the prophecies, you know, telling these things as they happen, you know, about, you know, the demise, the fall, the destruction of America, Babylon, the daughter of Babylon, the great whore. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and get to this thing. This article starts off titled, "Prepare to Die." Tehran warns U.S. forces will be annihilated in any attack on Iran. So as you can see, we started off with Isaiah 42 verse 9 as the Most High, you know, he speaks through his prophets. Let's go ahead and prove that. Luke. We're going to go to Luke. Salaki, I can't see anything right now. Here we are. All right, Luke chapter 1, verse 70. Okay. So we're going to start. Okay, and it says, "As he spake by the mouth of his holy prophets, which have been since the world began." So you link that back up with the Isaiah 42 and verse 9. It says, "Behold," through the mouth of Isaiah, "Behold, the former things are come to pass, and new things do I declare. Before they spring forth, I tell you of them." Now, this will be an instance of this. You know, nothing has changed. The Most High doesn't change. You know, let's go and get that. So, in other words, what I'm saying is, the prophets are still on the planet. Men, he set up men, he teaches through men, and the men are still his mouthpiece to this day. And he's giving everybody a fair warning. He's telling he's telling everyone, but this really is only for Israel. Really the hopeful elect. So the prophets, the teachers, the apostles, you know, and so forth, whatever spiritual gift has been bestowed upon you, that's been revealed to you, and that you're exercising, because this is a body. We are the body of Yahweh Shah, he's the head. So the body is getting right. And you know, when you getting the body right, you know, you putting the work in. So we down here laboring. You know, now when the head is already here, but when the head actually comes, you know, because he's coming, he will make a second return. It's gonna be complete. It's gonna be a wrap. All right. So we're putting in the work with the body right now, and the body being, like I said, those men who are subject to those spiritual gifts. That I'm kind of all over the place, but you know, this is just for edification as well. He says that okay, we're gonna go ahead and pull this to prove back up what I was just saying. First Corinthians chapter 12, verse 27. I'm going to start at 27. It says, now ye are the body of Hamashiach and members in particular. And Yahweh have set some in the church. Now the Greek word for church is ecclesia. And ecclesia ultimately means the gathering of the Israelites. That's what the word church is. So church is not a building. The church is the gathering of the Israelites. That's what church is. We can go ahead and prove that. If this accurate, let you see it yourself. All right. We're going to go ahead and prove that. Okay. We're going to get that First Corinthians chapter 12. And it starts in verse 27. Okay. So as I said, now First Corinthians, as you can see, that's what I went to. You've seen it. So now ye are the body of Hamashiach and members in particular. 28. And Yahweh have set some in the church. Well, I'll read it as you see it. And God have set some in the church. What's the translation? What was the before the translation? What is the word for this word church right here? This translation right here, which is church. What was the word it was translated from? G1577. Let's see. Ecclesia. Ecclesia. It says a gathering of citizens. That's one of called out from their homes into some public place. And so it's a gathering of people, an assembly. Okay? But let's go ahead and jump to the point what it actually is. The assembly of the Israelites. So it's the coming together of the Israelites. That's what ecclesia is. That's what the church is. In other words, ecclesia. It's the gathering, the assembling of the Israelites. The assembly of the Israelites. So when we come together. So Revelation chapter 14, when 144,000 come together, that would be considered a church. The church. All right, when we all stand in hopeful elect, when the elect is standing on Mount Zion behind the Lamb, Yahweh Shai, that will be considered the church, because that's an assembly of the Israelites. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and go back to the other one right here. Okay, so that's that. So to get to the point, God has set some in the church. First, apostles. Secondly, prophets. Thirdly, teachers. After that, miracles. Then gifts of healings. After that, miracles. Then gifts of healings. Helps, governments, diversity of tongues. 29. Are all apostles? Are all prophets? Are all teachers? Are all workers of a miracle? So it says, have all the gifts of healing, do all speak with tongues, do all interpret. I'm gonna stop right there because this actually could be another video. I can actually do a lesson on, by the will of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah. But as you can see, that's still, this thing still exists. So whatever spiritual gift has been bestowed on you, that's what's going on. So the prophets is the Most High's mouthpiece. That's ultimately you all playing a part in being his mouthpiece. But the prophets, he spake by the mouth of his holy prophets, as Luke, the Gospels, has recorded. Chapter 1, verse 70. So there's nothing changed. Nothing has changed, and that's what I was supposed to go ahead and get. I believe that's Malachi 3 and 6, and we're gonna go ahead and get into it. I'm gonna make this video short. Don't spend too much time. Already 10 minutes in. As you can see, for I am the Lord, I change not. Not therefore ye sons of Jacob are not consumed. So the Father just said he doesn't change. So, and there's one more scripture I want to get that actually talks about in the next chapter or 2 chapters over. 1 Corinthians chapter 14. Let me get there real quick. 1 Corinthians chapter 14. And we're going to start at verse 31. We'll start at 31. Okay, so it says, for ye may all prophesy one by one, that all may learn and all be comforted. 32. And the spirits of the prophets are subject to the prophets. So the prophets, the people that's doing prophet work now, they are subject to having the spirit of the ancient prophets on them. So John the Baptist, he was a prophet, right? He was telling the things that was to come. He was prophesying the arrival of the Messiah, Hamashiach. And what did the scriptures tell you in the Gospels? It told you that Elijah. It told you at the last book of the Old Testament, which is Malachi. It's Malachi, right? Yeah, Malachi. And he told you that he's going to send you John the Baptist. Yeah, it's Malachi chapter 4, verse 6. Verse 5, Salakia, behold, I will send you Elijah the prophet before the coming of the great and dreadful day of Yahweh. So this is before we get to the dreadful day that's about to be, which is this article on the left is speaking of. Okay, so he has already came. You know, he came back as John the Baptist. You do your own research, your own studying, your own diligent search, searching through the scriptures. You know, seek ye out of the book, as the scriptures tell you, and you know, you can see that for yourself. But Yahushua himself told you. He said that I tell you that Elijah has come. He was the John the Baptist. You know, so thus being a perfect example of 1 Corinthians chapter 12 verse 32, chapter 14 verse 32, that the spirit of the prophets are subject to. Get it right. And the spirits of the prophets are subject to the prophets. So him being a prophet in the modernly at that time, John the Baptist, he was subject to the spirit of a prophet, which was Elijah. And nothing changed. Father said he doesn't change, so it's still the same thing. It's not pinpointing who spirits you can have on you, or if you truly are a spirit, because you got false apostles too. You know what I'm saying? Or prophets. You got false prophets. I'm sorry. And that's pretty much it. So, as he said, he was going to send, so perfect segue, he was going to send you Elijah the prophet before the great coming, before the dreadful day of the Lord, which is what we're getting into. Prepare to die. Tehran warns U.S. forces will be annihilated in any attack on Iran. Any U.S. attack on Iran will be met with a massive loss of life by American forces. Let's read that again. Any U.S. attack on Iran will be met with a massive loss of American forces, with a massive loss of life by American forces. Senior Iranian military commanders warned Sunday. So, if you haven't been keeping up, I believe Iran basically is shot down. It basically took out a drone that America sent over there, I believe. I haven't been keeping up. I've been keeping up with it, but I haven't been dismayed at it, because once again, these really are rumors of war. You know, it's kicking off, but it's these really rumors of war, because a lot of the articles that you will see coming out, for edification's sake, a lot of articles you will see come out, a lot of this stuff they be selling wolf tickets, especially America, because America is they're not gonna do anything, because America knows the scriptures, they know the prophecies. Now, the Most High intervened. It's already the ending has already been declared. Let's get that. In Isaiah chapter 46, you need to get your sword if you don't have your sword in front of you. You know, so you can see these, you know, you can keep follow along. It's all here. As he told you in Ezekiel, well, let's get this real quick. So it says, what scripture was that I wanted to get? Where was I just going? Salakia. He declared the beginning from the end. Okay, so this is Isaiah chapter 46, verse 10, declaring the end. I'll take you there. What did I just say? Isaiah chapter 46, verse 10. Let's make this quick. I want to make this no longer than 25 minutes. But it's all of the Father. Let's see, verse 10. Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. It says, declaring, let me move my face. Salakia. So this is Isaiah chapter 46, verse 10. Declaring the end from the beginning, and from ancient times, the things that are not yet done, saying, my counsel shall stand, and I will do all my pleasure. So it was already written that America was going to be destroyed. Like I said, we went into that already. They will be jumped. We went into that already. We went into that already with the last video. I already went into that. Spirit had me go over that, broke that down. You can find that in Jeremiah chapter 50, chapter 51 as well. That the nations are going to come together, and ultimately they're going to basically, in everyday terms for Jake, they're going to, or the hopeful elect, you know, who's all once in the world, they will be jumped. That's pretty much it. That's what's going to happen, and we seeing it unfold right now. So this was already declared. That's pretty much it with that verse. Let's get some more. Let's go ahead and finish this article off, then we get to the scriptures. Okay, so the senior Iranian military is warned on Sunday. So the Most High is in control of all. Yahweh's over control. He's in control of this whole thing. You know, so I tell you in Proverbs chapter 21. This is spirit going right now. 21 and verse, I believe it's 3. Verse 1. 21 and 1. The king's heart is, your heart is your mind. The king's heart is in the hand of Yahweh. I'll read it as you see it. The king's heart is in the hand of the Lord, as the rivers of water. He turneth it whithersoever he will. So all these rulers that are in power, their mind is in the hand of the Most High. So he has them saying that. Just like I tell you, answer of the tongue is of man. What scripture is that? It says, roughly paraphrasing, that the answer of your tongue is from the Most High. You know, man could think what he probably don't want to think, but ultimately is the answer of the tongue is of the Most High. So boom. So he's warning, he's declaring. That's why he said in Isaiah chapter 42, verse 9, behold, new things do spring forth. New things do I declare. Before they spring forth, I tell you of them. So there you go. Getting into it. The semi-official FARS news agency quoted General Gohalamala or Goholamali, Goholamali Rashid as backing his country's military prowess, warning Washington should behave in a responsible way to protect the lives of American forces. And that's what they're going to do. See, this article is not really long because it's not, these are rumors of wars. As it tell you in, I believe that's, it tell you that in Luke 13, Mark 20, Matthew 24. Let's get one real quick. When the apostles, Salakia, when the apostles was asking him, basically what was the end gonna be? Matthew. We're gonna get Matthew 24 really quick. Okay. Here we go. Matthew 24, verse 7. For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famines and pestilence and earthquakes in diverse places. I seen earlier, it was it ain't up there no more. You see stuff like this. Iranian president leaves cabinet meeting over stuff like that. It's just gonna be a lot of just rumors. There's a bunch of stuff going on, man. Access stuff. And it says, Slocking, when I was actually trying to get, was 6. And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. So you're going to hear of wars. There's going to be actual wars that go down. And rumors of wars. So a war could even be considered something like the ongoing fight that's been going on in France with the civilians and basically the government over there, because everything's been coming too expensive. They've been fighting. They're probably fighting still now. It's crazy over there. That they're under martial law and everything. And you're gonna hear rumors of wars. See that ye not be troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. So that's why the spirit has been on me. Like a lot of brothers really ain't been getting too much into it. A lot of Israel haven't really been saying too much about it. Because really, I'm ready for this place to go. I want to do my last works. And no, we're not justified by works. It's faith. But your works back your faith. But I'm ready to go, man. Like, really. I'm ready to get out of here. So, I guess this is spirit that has been put on me, as the scriptures say. It say, see that ye be not troubled. And that's been my attitude, about it. It ain't been troubling me. So it says by the Spirit of the Most High, it says, it says, General Rashid said if hostilities happen against the Islamic Republic, its scope and duration could not be controlled, and blamed in any escalation in the Middle East on U.S. interventionist policy. So pretty much said if the hostilities happen against the Islamic Republic, its scope and duration could not be controlled. So basically saying they're not responsible if they wild out on them. The general oversees and coordinates joint military operations and Iranian forces. So the general oversees and coordinates joint military operations. So this guy that's talking, he's over everything. His words of warning were echoed by the commander of the Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps, RIGC, Major General Hossein Salami, who told Washington officials to leave Iran alone. Okay, so this thing is, it's serious. It's serious. It's really serious in the grand scheme of things. But as little things happen, everything is not gonna be everything gonna be a foot. Some things gonna be an inch, to it kicking off. Some things gonna be a crumb, As we gotta endure though. But borders are red lines, and any enemy which violates them will not go back home and will be annihilated. The only way for enemies is to respect Iran's territorial integrity and national interest, Salami said. Iran's warning against any U.S. intervention came as it was revealed the U.S. launched a cyber attack against Iranian spy assets in the hours after the Islamic Republic downed an American Navy reconnaissance drone last week. So yeah, they shot down a drone, and just like I said, they did some basically some internal internet stuff with the systems and stuff like that, or whatever, stuff that's really just some Esau, Edomite stuff, heathen stuff. U.S. Cyber Command was behind the retaliatory strike against the spy group, which has ties to the IRGC. So pretty much, as you can see, this really a big jump. Because I'm not going to go into everything I went into in a video unless the Most High had me say it. The previous videos, you could just go back and watch and keep up. Pretty much everything is already written, man. It's playing out. America will be destroyed. America is D.O.B., Dob, the daughter of Babylon. That's what I break it down to. Acronym it too. It's Dob, D.O.B. It is that. It's prophesied to be destroyed. All these heathens are about to go into slavery, and the Israelite nation will be put back on top in its rightful place after the second coming of the Son of the Most High, Yahushua. He comes. He's coming back how he left. He left in a chariot. He's coming back in a chariot with the angels. Scriptures tell you 20,000, and this place is going to be wiped out in an hour. So you got brothers saying that if they try to do what they're going to do, what's the call is going to step in? Israel. That's a whole nother topic. I need to do more research. I know Israel and Iran, they've been getting into it. And then it's basically a coup between, obviously, Israel and America, the daughter of Babylon. This whole system is the daughter of Babylon, but this place is the daughter of Babylon in actuality. This is the great whore. This is where everybody comes. This is the place where all the kings of the earth are drunk off the wine of the great whore, and they fornicate with it. Everybody comes here and fornicates with America, the daughter of Babylon, the great whore. All right, so I'll probably get another scripture and we're going to close this thing out. So it says, this is Isaiah chapter 45, verse 23. I have sworn by myself, the word is gone out of my mouth in righteousness and shall not return. So there you go. Is the Most High, when he is already declared, is not coming back. There's nothing you Americans, you Edomites, you Hamites, you Ammonites, you Moabites, you Israelites can do. That don't want to leave the Gentile out, you're done. The word is not returning. It's not returning. We're gonna start with Isaiah. We're gonna end with Isaiah 48, chapter 3. Chapter 48, verse 3. I declared the former things from the beginning, and they went forth from out of my mouth. Out of my prophets. Okay? And I shewed them. I did them suddenly, and they came to pass. 4, because I knew them that art obstinate, and we're going to jump down. 5, I have even, I can read 4, because I knew that thou art obstinate, and thy neck is an iron sinew, and thy brow brass. So just the hard, stony head mind, just rock heads. Don't listen. Nothing can get through. That's how he said it. He got it set up. That's how our people are, and really everybody else as well. But we ain't talking about. This is about Israel. I have even from the beginning declared it to thee, to Israel. Before it came to pass, I shewed thee, lest thou shouldest say, my idol hath done them, and my graven image, and my molten image hath commanded them. Thou hast heard, see all this, and will ye not declare? So you being told this, and you gonna act like you don't see it. You're not gonna say anything. You see this just day by day. I mean, you really don't run into people that's really striving to be in the truth, push the truth in the truth. You know, you really don't meet them, man. You do not meet them. You do not meet them. You don't see them, man. Like, I mean, it's amazing. It's not even amazing. It's crazy, man. But it is what it is. It says, I have shewed thee, this is verse 6. I have shewed thee, continuing verse 6. I have shewed thee new things from this time, even hidden things, and thou dost not know them. 7. They are created now and not from the beginning. So the Most High makes new things. That's why I tell you in Job, everything end is already declared how everything is going to end. But the Most High working on a whole nother level. So I really ain't going to go into that because this could be another lesson right here. It says, even before the day when thou heardest them not, lest thou shouldst say, behold, I knew them. So when things spring up, stuff you don't see coming, he's behind all of that. You know? Stuff you've been getting, everybody been hearing about the end of the world, World War III. You know, this was already declared. We was hearing about this almost at the end, right after World War II. You know? It was pretty much understood another one was going to have to happen. It was like destiny. And that's pretty much it. But we're going to be saved. The hopeful elect, 1/3 of Israel, the 2/3 will be done off of Israel, and everybody else who's going to slavery will be put to death if you don't want to serve. Okay? And that's pretty much it. We're going to get a verse to back that last statement up that was just made out of chapter 48. This is verse 9. For my name's sake will I defer my anger, and for my praise will I refrain for thee, that I cut thee not off. So everybody else is going to be cut off, but the Israelites will not be. You know? We're going to get verse 17 out of chapter 45. It says, but Israel shall be saved in the Lord, or in Yahweh, with an everlasting salvation. Ye shall not be ashamed, nor confounded. World without end. What is that word for world? Cosmos. Ultimately representing an organization. So that's not everybody. And that's not even all Israel. That's why the scriptures tell you in the gospel, the New Testament, Romans chapter 9, that all that are of Israel are not Israel, roughly paraphrasing. So everybody that's Israel ain't even basically being counted as one. For a whole slew of reasons. Really, the Gentile mindset don't want to come back, turn to the Most High. That's really it. And that's pretty much it. So that organization is ultimately the hopeful elect in the 1/3. Or it is the elect in the 1/3. We say hopeful elect to keep it humble, because we don't know who the elect are. The 144,000. You know, those great men. But with all that, I hope this was edifying. This is a foot into the destruction of the daughter of Babylon. And with that, I'm going to say shalom.